Put on your bathing suit, jump in the ocean, and swim with the dolphins, because today we have another Industries video for you. If you're new and wondering why your company value keeps jumping from being high to low, then this is the perfect guide for you. In this video, I'll show you how company value is calculated and explain some reasons why you might be seeing huge swings in company value. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new, so you can get any new content, and if you do enjoy today's video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up, as that always helps me out. With all that being said, let's get into it. Now, company value can be important because it is the number that determines where you place on the global leaderboard. An update in late June of 2021 changed the way that value is calculated to be much more dynamic and constantly changing, going up and down. Value can be broken down into three parts: buildings and land value, inventory value, and finally cash value. And it's calculated by the formula on the screen right here. Value from buildings and land includes any money that you put into making new buildings, building upgrades, or land. Investing in more buildings or land is the best way to increase in value because for every dollar that you invest, your value increases by $1. For example, if you buy new land in Europe for $250,000 and buy a well for $300,000, your value would increase by $550,000. Now, inventory is a little more complex. If you look in your warehouse, every item has a production cost per unit. If you take this production cost per unit and multiply it by how many of those items you have, then you get the total amount of money that it would cost you to make that quantity of items. However, only a third of this is counted towards your company value. For example, if you have an item that costs $90 to produce, then divide that number by 3 to find out how much of that item in your inventory contributed to your total value. So in this case, $30 or 1/3 of the production cost is counted towards company value. Now, the final part of your company value is calculated based on how much cash you have. Cash is pretty simple. For every $1 in cash you get, your value goes up by $0.66 or 66 cents. So if you had $100 million in cash, you get $66.6 million towards your company value. The opposite is also true. If you spend $100 million in cash, then your value will go down by $66.6 million. In summary, the best way to have stable company value is to invest in buildings and land because the money to value ratio is the highest. Now, because you get more value from having cash than you do inventory, a good way to increase in value quickly is to sell off any inventory you have for more than what it costs you to produce it, and eventually invest that cash into more buildings or land. Currently, having a high company value is only good for bragging rights, but having high company value could also be bad because you get placed in a bracket with similar company valued players during the rare quest events where players compete for the rare prestige objects. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see similar videos, because unfortunately that's all we have time for today. If you want to see more videos in the same playlist, then check out the link down below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.